Big Dog Sunday.
Yes, we got some big dogs for you on this Sunday morning, starting with Layla and Luna Bell, who are really enjoying the snowfall that we got last Sunday. Looks like they're having a great time. Jane, thanks for sharing. We also have Toby here playing in the snow. Even Vinny sent that picture. And Santino, who's looking at Courtney like, what did you do to me? I know it can be awfully cold, but I like that coat. No snow in the forecast for today. We will wake up to a mostly cloudy sky, maybe a few flurries well north and west. So I can't exactly say no snow for anyone, but no accumulating snow. The clouds could break a bit as we head into this afternoon. A breezy wind picks up, but the real weather headline, the fact that we are finally back to 40 today for the first time since last Sunday. I'll let you know how long the seasonable temperatures stick around in the AccuWeather forecast after the break.
With the encouraging forecast.
Yeah.
She called it palatable.
Yes.
It's average. I like average.
Yeah, you know, I ran out of words to describe cold, so I'm excited to open up a new vocabulary today as we are just getting back to normal. It's 32 degrees right now. Of course that's cold. It's the freezing mark. But our highs the past 2 days were just above this point at 33, and before that we had a stretch of highs in the teens and 20s. So it is relief and it will feel different. 32 in the city, feeling like 26 with a light breeze, but a whole lot different for some of our interior suburbs. Is 24 cold in Sussex? Of course, but it's about 20 degrees above where you were yesterday at this time. 32 in Bridgeport and Islip, upper 30s for Montauk, down the shore 33 for Belmar. I'm watching the potential for a few flurries for our northern neighborhoods, most of those falling apart before actually reaching the ground, but it's something that I'm monitoring through the morning. By about 10 a.m. we can wrap up the flurry chance, even the clouds begin to break. As the sun rises, we'll see some of those thin high clouds to start the day, and the cloud cover does stick around, just peaking with some blue sky and sunshine as a breezy wind picks up this afternoon. But the real weather headline is the fact that our highs today are finally back to 40. We are finally back to where we should be this time of year, and it's been since last Sunday that our highs have broken the 40-degree mark. So feeling much better even with the breeze and the cloud cover. And we stay seasonal through the first half of the week. Highs upper 30s, low 40s, maybe a few snowflakes Tuesday morning, and then it looks like we could see another shot of colder air Thursday and Friday, but not nearly as cold as where we've been. So move in the right direction. I'll have the full forecast coming up in a few minutes. Janice?
Thank you so much for that, Dani. Well, now
you know, I've been talking about this forever. I want to start featuring adoptable.
I know.
Yes.
I need
Love
to figure out which shelter I can partner with.
They will fly out of here.
I know everyone loves to see our own babies, our current babies, right? But don't you think one of these segments a morning can feature 3 adoptable dogs? I know. I've been ruminating on that, and I think I want to make the switch at some point. So I got to get into contact with a shelter. We're starting first with Cosmo here. I love naps. Honestly, retweet Cosmo, like the exact same feeling there. Very cute. We got Ranger hanging out in the snow from Megan. Ranger looks like a happy boy to be in the snow. And Milo and Maxwell are playing. I've never looked so happy to be in the frigid conditions, but I'm glad it was making someone happy. Today, starting mostly cloudy, a few flurries north and west of the city. But the weather headline, the fact that our highs are finally back to the low 40s for the first time since last Sunday. It is feeling chilly this morning, and I know gray as the sun rises at 7:11, but I do think it feels much better moving into this afternoon, and I'll let you know how long seasonable temperatures stick around in the AccuWeather forecast after the break.
Just Dani Beckstrom taking a first look at the AccuWeather forecast. He celebrated his wedding anniversary.
Yes, he did.
Happy
so good.
First anniversary.
So good.
And his wife, Roshka.
Yeah.
Okay, want to get you outside on this Sunday morning. Finally found highs in the 40s. For the first time since last Sunday, our temperatures are expected to break the 40-degree mark. And right now, 31 in Central Park. That is warmer than where we spent the majority of the work week in terms of highs. So feeling so much better out there today. The downside is maybe it doesn't look as nice. We're starting with cloud cover and at times a bit breezy today, but man, at least we are finally feeling the thaw out, and it is going to feel so much better. Still cold, of course. It's late January, but not nearly as brutal. 23 in Sussex. It's about 23 degrees warmer than it was yesterday at this time. 15 right now in Poughkeepsie, 33 for Bridgeport and Islip. Satellite showing the cloud cover that we are starting the day with, and I'm watching the potential for a few flurries, maybe falling in parts of northern Ulster County this morning. We'll keep the potential for a few light areas of snow for our northern neighborhoods through about about 10 a.m. After that, the clouds begin to break. Although they don't clear, we will stick with the cloud cover today. A breezy wind picks up, but check out that temperature. We are feeling so much more tolerable as you head out. In fact, as I mentioned, it's the first day with highs in the 40s since last Sunday. And we hover right around normal for the next several days. Tomorrow, we're back to the sunny skies. Highs are a couple degrees colder, and it will be breezy, but still close to average for this time of year. Tuesday morning starts with maybe a few snow showers in the morning, and a brisk breeze picks up, but still close to average. In fact, we hold near normal through Wednesday before another round of potentially colder air arrives on Thursday. But with 3 or 4 days ahead of us with temperatures that are going to feel a lot more comfortable outside. I'll have that full AccuWeather forecast coming up. Michelle?
All right, we're getting back to that. Thank you, Dani. We're getting back.
Dog Sunday.
Oh, we got some cuties for you this Sunday morning, and they all are very excited to be playing in the snow from last Sunday. This is Piper from Danielle, and it looks like Piper's having a lot of fun. We also have Tippy here, just a cute little puppy from Kara, I think is enjoying their first snowfall. Very exciting. And Greta is a little more unsure. That's more my take on snow, but Kristen, let Greta know the temperatures are warming up today. It's starting to feel a little bit better. We're starting mostly cloudy this morning. At times this afternoon, the clouds could break a bit as a breezy wind picks up. But that's not the weather headline. The fact that we finally make it close to 40 again today for the first time since last Sunday, that's the weather headline. I'll let you know how long these seasonable temperatures stick around in the AccuWeather forecast after the break.
I am so excited to hear.
Yeah.
Usually I'm like 40, that's cold, but boy.
Speaking of 40s, here's Dani. Not yet, Janice. Not yet. My 40. But the temperatures will be in the 40s today. Right now, 31 degrees, partly to mostly cloudy skies. Man, it feels so much better as we start our Sunday morning. To put it in perspective, our high temperature in Central Park the past 2 mornings has been 33. And before that, we saw a stretch of highs in the teens and 20s for the work week. You got to go back to last Sunday to see highs break 40 degrees. And we're finally back into it today. So although, yeah, it's still cold, it's late January, this is going to feel so much better, especially for our interior suburbs this morning. Starting sub-freezing, starting in the 20s. It still feels quite cold in Sussex, Morristown, Somerville. But yesterday we started in the single digits, and in these spots closer to 0 or 1 degree. And that means we're 20 to 25 degrees warmer than where we started yesterday morning. So it's already feeling better this morning under a partly to mostly cloudy sky. I'm watching a few of these flurries that could hold together in northern Sullivan and Ulster County, but so far have mostly fallen apart. So yes, a cloudy start. The clouds will break a bit come this afternoon, but temperature is the main message today as our highs are back near the seasonal average, close to 40 for the first time in a week. It really does just feel so much better out there. And we stick with the seasonable conditions for the first part of the week here. We stay with highs in the upper 30s, low 40s, and a breezy wind through Wednesday. After that, it looks like the potential for some colder air to make a comeback Thursday, Friday, but even that cold air, not nearly as brutal as what we've faced. So things are looking up as we head into the work week. We'll have the numbers for you coming up. Janice?
Well, thanks so much, Dani.
Ow!
You know, there could be some drama in Big Dog Sunday, too.
That's right.
I wanted to mention at 6 o'clock, we talked about featuring adoptable dogs. Well, a volunteer from Because 4 Paws Animal Rescue reached out to me, sent me 3 dogs. So coming up at 9:45, we've got 3 pups based out of New Milford, Connecticut to feature, available for adoption again at 9:45. But until then, still showing you some of your babies at home who've already found their forever homes. This is Goldie, Snow on the Beach. How cool is that, Christina? Very cute. It looks like Goldie's enjoying it as well. And Zoitza from Joni is a full Arctic explorer in her coat on the snow. We also have Groovy, who really seems to be enjoying the fresh snow that fell last Sunday. For today, no real snow, maybe some flurries well north and west of the city. The real weather headline is the fact that our highs are finally back in the low 40s for the first time since last Sunday. Quite the recovery after such a cold week. I'll have the full AccuWeather forecast coming up after the break. And again at 9:45. Some adoptable dogs. I'm looking forward to that too.
Dani Beckstrom, looking at big dogs.
We got some cuties to talk about. Peach is ready for the frigid conditions, but Peach, it's time to peel off some layers. Our highs today are finally back in the 40s for the first time since last Sunday. That is good news. And Tulip is ready for some football today. I am showing this picture because I too am cheering for the Chiefs, and I make the decisions here, and this is the picture I'm going with. So Tulip. And Linda, go Chiefs. And finally, we have Francine, who I must admit is a Nepo dog. And that's what I call it when I am friends with a dog's parents. We work with Scott here at ABC, but Francine is cute enough. She would have made it based on her own merit, snuggling with her teddy bear on this Sunday morning. Very cute, Catherine and Scott. Thank you for sharing your baby with us. Today, temperatures are already warmer than we've been for the past 7 days. You have to go back to last Sunday to find highs above 33 degrees. And we found them today. Temperatures topping out close to 40. We do get the cloud cover that sticks with us, but it feels so much better out there. I'll let you know how long the seasonable air sticks around this time and the AccuWeather forecast after the break.
And ever.
I loved it. Okay, let's talk about the weather. This is looking so much better, feeling so much better as well. I want to get you outside on this Sunday morning. I know visually it looks a little gloomy with some clouds streaming in, but I promise you temperatures today will be the most comfortable that we felt in a week. Starting in our northern suburbs, 20s and 30s. Now, of course, it's cold, sub-freezing still, coat weather definitely. It's late January, but I'm telling you, you will notice the difference as you step out today. We're losing that harsh quality, and now it's just regular cold. 27 degrees in Montgomery, 28 in Sussex this morning, 36 for Danbury. As we look at Long Island, just above the freezing mark for Islip, same for Belmar at 34. We're at 34 for Newark as well. So already we're 10 to 20 degrees above where we were yesterday at this time. This afternoon's highs expected to land 5 to 10 degrees warmer, move in the right direction, a lot closer to normal. I've been keeping a close eye on these flurries. We're seeing that in parts of Ulster and northern Dutchess County. We've been talking about them all morning long. Could be reaching the ground with a few snowflakes, but the rest of the Hudson Valley and North Jersey seeing a little more sun, where the clouds are a little thicker for Long Island and down the Jersey Shore. As we zoom out, fairly quiet conditions, but we do stick with the cloud cover. Now, although there will be cloud cover at times, it feels so much better out there. Right now, 34 degrees in Central Park, which means at 9:21 on a Sunday morning, it's as warm as it's been since last Sunday. Yesterday's high, Friday's high, just at 33. Before that, a stretch of 3 or 4 days in the teens and 20s. So we are starting so much more comfortable this morning, and that means this afternoon also better. Our highs back in the upper 30s, low 40s. Again, we haven't broken 40 degrees since last Sunday. Really looking forward to that. The cloud cover we're starting with will break a bit this afternoon, so not all gray all day, but it does hang with us with a little bit of a breeze today. Cloud cover sticks around overnight, but begins to clear right around sunrise Monday morning. Temperatures are cold, teens and 20s as we wake up to start Monday, but temperatures tomorrow afternoon right back near normal in the upper 30s under a sunny sky. But we also get a bit of a breeze building in tomorrow. We're feeling that at times today, and tomorrow morning noticeably breezy, but by the afternoon it's a little more than breezy. It will get a little on the gusty side second half of Monday, something else that we're watching. But for today, so nice to see temperatures back in a more tolerable place. Again, highs in the upper 30s, low 40s are still cold. It's still coat weather, but it's not nearly as harsh as what we faced all this past week. Cloud cover hangs out, breaks at times with a bit of a breeze. 41 the forecast high, not nearly as cold, much better day to get outside. Tonight stays partly cloudy until about daybreak. From there, the clouds thin out. Our lows are in the teens and 20s. And although we'll drop back a couple degrees for tomorrow's high in the upper 30s, we get the sunny skies, so it's still a great day to get outside, even as we get a little gusty in the afternoon and evening. We hover with highs right around the seasonal average for the next 4 days. That means upper 30s, low 40s. We're looking at a quick burst of snow possible on Tuesday, not necessarily accumulating snow, but something we're watching. And then we could get another quick shot of cold air Thursday and Friday, but even that is starting to trend a little more moderate. So I do think the worst weather that we've faced is behind us, at least for the next week or so. Michelle and Janice, back to you.
Thank you so much, Dani. Well, coming up next.
Dogs of her own, as promised.
As promised, this time adoptable dogs. We're doing it a little earlier than normal this half hour because we have actual dogs in the studio. But in the 6 o'clock hour, we floated the idea of bringing in some adoptable dogs. If you are interested in any of the dogs I'm about to show you, but because4paws.org, this is an animal rescue based in New Milford, Connecticut. It's volunteer based, and one of their volunteers sent me pics of the 3 dogs that she is fostering right now, starting with Kanga here, who's almost 3 months old. This is a Great Pyrenees Shepherd mix and very cute with the pearl collar. We also have Levi here, who's an Australian cattle dog mix, 6-month-old, and Levi is a tripod dog. A little extra love for the 3 legs, very cute. And we also have Melon here, almost 3 months. This is Kanga's sibling, Great Pyrenees/Shepherd. Again, the info is behind me. I hope you can see it. But because 4 Paws Animal Rescue, it's based out of New Milford, because4paws.org. They're doing great work there. And it's so fun to be able able to share adoptable dogs with you. For today, back to 40 degrees. Yes, we have some broken cloud cover, but temperatures feel so much better. I'll let you know how long the more seasonable air sticks around in the AccuWeather forecast coming up.